Hello, ladies. I'm sorry I have not been timely at getting this next video up. Life has been busy and things have gotten in the way, so I'm trying to hurry up and finish getting the last two videos in this series done and up for you girls. This is layout number 4, and you can see I have flipped through the pieces that I have chosen to go with this layout. And there are the two background pieces that I chose on the first video. And so now I'm just finding some papers that would coordinate with the colors that's already on that pre-designed layout sheet there on the left. And looks like I am cutting off some of this ticket paper here because I want to use this, the opposite side, this blue dot, this mesh, whatever it is. And I want to put some black on this page too, to kind of make both sides go together. And there is the remnant of the piece that I cut out on the last one of the last videos. I like that plaid strip there, and so I'm just going to use that as a border piece across the top. And here's my title. And I'm going to do some little fussy cutting and cut that nice little inside shape out. And so this is something I do quite often if I'm using some of the simple stories or even some of the paper pads that come with these cutout sheets within them. If they're in these 4x6 or even the 3x4s, whatever, things that are inside these blocks. I don't know, I just kind of don't like the squared off look if I'm going to use it on my page. So anytime I have the opportunity to cut out this really cute design like that, I will. And then, of course, I am a true scrapbooker. So, the back side of that had that really nice distressed look around the edges, and so I decided I was going to just use it kind of like a frame. And so here I am again. I'm going to cut these banners out. I really like the banners, but I didn't like them all in one sheet. So I'm going to fussy cut these and spread them throughout the layout, not just all in one line. And it doesn't take long to do this. Yeah, it's another step, but for me, I really like it at the end of the day. Instead of just sticking something down because that's the way it came in the package, I'd rather go ahead and take a little time to make it mine and then be happy with it next month when I look through it. So now I'm just going through and going to hit all the pieces that I have already cut out here with some black ink. This is another one of these kind of a discombobulated layouts. I don't know. This pre-made layout paper was definitely a challenge for me in this paper line, but it did challenge me to step outside the box on some of the things that I did, but when I got through with the series of layouts, I did like them. And I'm going to apologize right now. I got this phone call, and I was on the phone with my mom, and there were lots of things going on in our family with someone, an uncle that was sick, and so I think I slowed down a couple of times while I'm listening to what she's telling me, so I apologize. But I didn't want to stop what I was doing. And so I'm just continuing to ink. I think I want to go slow when I'm inking because I think I'm listening to some of the things that she was telling me. This was, like I told you earlier in one of the other videos, a series that I did for my Scraps of Faith class that I lead here with ladies in my community. And I think it was back this past spring, actually. So I was on a deadline and had to hurry up and get these pages finished before, I forgot now what it was, but it seems like I'm always on a deadline when I'm getting ready for class time. So all I'm doing here is just dovetailing this piece of orange here, putting some ink around the edges on that. And I know that I'm going to tuck that piece in behind the blue paper, so I don't get really detailed about getting the ink on the left side because I know it's going to be covered up. I knew some of the top and some of the bottom was going to be showing, but you can see I leave a whole section I don't even do. So in case you're wondering, that's why. I figure, why worry with something when you know you're going to cover it up? So I have the basic idea of what I'm doing before I started here, and so I think I've now got most of the elements, the main elements already cut there and inked, and so I'm going to start assembling things together. And I just did that little orange banner there. And I want to attach this blue piece right over top of that. And one thing I have noticed since I've done these few videos that I have done, as I'm watching myself scrapbooking, I find myself saying, why did you do that? You know, and this layout in particular, there are several things that just really bug me. Why did I do it like that? But I'm not going to let myself go back and change it. Like, the first off thing is right here. Why do I not line this up and go across the page with this black piece? I don't know. But you'll watch here, I even trim it. And so I think what my initial mindset was, and what I'm doing here, I do know that, was I'm cheating on the illusion of having this piece of black being a layer in behind the blue paper. And so I know what I'm doing there, but my question was, you'll see whenever I start working with the left-hand page, is why did I leave this little gap right here between the black piece and the edge of the paper? I don't know. I guess I just need to let it go. And so now there is that little teeny tiny scrap piece that came off of that journal block that I cut off of one of the earlier layouts, you'll see. And so, true to form, scrapbooker me, I kept those little bitty slivers thinking, you know, you might just find somewhere down the road that you might can use that little piece. And so, here we go. I found a place to put it on this page. And so, that looks like a 1-inch little strip that I cut off of that blue dotted paper to carry over to the left hand side, you know, to give your eye the illusion that, you know, this piece of paper is going across, you know, skipping the seam, and it's a continuous sheet of paper. And so there's how I cheated with using that little scrap cutout. And so there, look how cute that looks. Just put you a piece of little craft paper in the middle, and then the picture would go right on top of that. And so then I'm trying to figure out, okay, I want to continue, but I didn't want to cover up that little banner there on the left. So I'm trimming this down a little bit more. And so I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. And yes, I know that it's not the same length at the bottom, but I want to cover that up. And here is where you'll see this other piece of black paper and my quandary of why'd I do that. I'm still not sure. But I'm going to lift this frame up that I created. I'm going to slip this black strip under that. So you can see what, the fake black piece of paper that I have on the right hand page. That's good. Then I put this black piece of paper here on the left, and I'm like, okay. But then when I get done with it, the whole page when I'm finished, it does look okay and it's good. I like it. But like I said, as I've been going, I'm like, I've noticed me questioning myself. So now I've just taken another piece of a little scrap of the end off of one of the other pages that I had trimmed off and making the little banner there. And here is our title block, and I'm just putting some foam dots on the back of that. I have this video process sped up to ×2, but maybe I should have gotten a little faster. And so now I'm just trying to find the placement I like of that. I'm going to layer these little banners around and see where I want those to be. And all the while I'm doing this video, I think that's another reason why I'm so slow, is I'm still on the phone with my mom. And here's another thing. When I put that down, I'm like, why did you put that there? But just be patient. You'll see. I'll fill in a minute. As I was thinking, that is just like random out by itself. Of course, you gotta remember, I've done these videos a long time ago, so when I first watched it to review it before I start giving some of the detail out, I was like, what have I done? But it turns out okay. And so here is just a little flower with a pearl in the middle. I'm just going to add a few flowers here after I glue down the title block. My kids are actually, my two youngest have actually been taken to Christmas sleigh practice. That's how far behind I am. And my oldest is still in the bed this morning. My husband had to work, so I found I had some time in the house alone, which is not typical. I'm usually here with a bunch of kids, so that's the challenge I've been found lately, is when to get some time to be able to sit down with quiet to do these videos. My goal is to get this one and then the last one up before Christmas. My desk area is such a mess. I am so behind. I need to get over there and get the area straightened out, but it is such a challenge. It seems like I no more get the thing cleaned up than I have it messed up again. I don't know what in the world is wrong with me. I suppose I have to create in chaos, but this year is our first year that we have decided to homeschool our two youngest, and in doing that, I had to take some of my space to give to them to set up a computer area and a desk like space for them, and so that meant I had to empty out this computer armoire that we had, which had lots of my scrapbook stuff in it, and so all of that got pulled away and just stacked in front of my desk, and there it still sits. And every time I walk over there and look at it and think, okay, I need to work on this today, it becomes so overwhelming that I just are like, oh, I can't deal with this today. And I walk away. So I'm going to challenge myself to make myself get over there and get that cleaned up, because I would like to be able to get back to my desk, because I'm watching all your videos and feeling really inspired, and I haven't scrapbooked in a while. Actually, the last time I scrapbooked is when I went to my retreat and actually got 50 some pages done. I love being able to go there. But I don't know. I just wish I had, and I'm hoping that I have the opportunity to get that cleaned up and have my desk space straightened up and ready, so that during the Christmas weeks, which is one of my favorite times to scrapbook, that I will have the opportunity to get over there and get some pictures on pages. And so now you have seen I've added all these little flowers into this empty space, and I have these little black hearts that I had cut with my silhouette, and I've added those to all the little banners that I sprinkled around the page. And here is this little flourish design that I cut with my silhouette as well. And I just love being able to cut those things out. I love my silhouettes. And so I'm just going to add some more flowers up here at the top with this little flourish, using some glue dots. And so I had this idea that a couple years ago I wanted to do a December daily, and I did make one. I have yet to fill one page out. And I did really well last year of, keeping a journal with everything that we did. I took pictures, but I have yet to put anything in that December daily. And so I see everybody on here still talking about their December dailies, and I guess with my desk space being in such a mess, I have not been inspired to do anything like that this year. This year's life has been kind of different for us, with us, basically I'm in the house all day with my two younger ones. And I'm not complaining at all. Not at all. I'm just saying, by the time I get through doing school with these guys and, taking care of just regular household routine things, I am just whooped by the end of the day that I don't have anything creative that I feel like, doing. And so I'm like, so that little piece of paper that I put there that I made it torn, that's kind of like a little washi tape, try to be like a little piece of washi tape. And the reason I used that was to pull over a piece of that same paper is over on the left hand side at the top. I don't know if you can see it, right underneath that banner where it says smiles. That same paper was already printed on the left hand page, and so I just wanted to bring that over. And I'm looking through my stickers. I think that's it. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.